Alright guys, this is first video in a long time. My 7-year-old admitted to me last weekend that he got mad at Roblox and punched the screen up here and didn't realize that the laptop screen was this sensitive and would break. So tough lesson for a 7-year-old to learn. He's been grounded off the computer and his piggy bank has been raided to bankroll the $100 for the new screen. So he's not very happy, but it's a lesson he's got to learn. Now, if you've never done a laptop screen replacement and this is the laptop you got to do one on, you're in luck because this happens to be a pretty straightforward replacement. Very easy. Let's get to it. The tools that we're going to use here is going to be, first off, I'm going to use a little X-Acto knife. It's a pair of tweezers. We may or may not need these. Then we have one of these Bezel lifting tools. This one's metal. If it was a plastic one, it could be used for a cell phone as well. Then here, this is just a number 0 Phillips screwdriver. So the first thing that we're going to do is you want to power off your laptop. So let's hold the screen down here, this button down for 2 seconds. If your screen is completely dead and you can't navigate with the mouse, just hold down the power button for a couple seconds and you'll hear it power off. So we're going to start on the left side of the bezel here. And then we're just going to lightly lift. You can hear it click. We're going to kind of move around. So you can tell already here, if you've done their laptop screen repairs, how straightforward this is, because on some of them you're pulling the whole laptop apart, which is just nuts, right? And you don't have to be that careful about the screen at this point in time because this is the broken screen anyway. So now I'm going to go over here and make sure I got the bezel open over here. I'm getting this hinge out. There we go. Just like this. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing. My apologies. So just going to loosen this hinge here. There. Go slow, and then it'll come out like that. Now you've got this hinge loose here. Got this hinge loose here, and now the whole bezel will lift out. There. So you'll see there's a couple of tabs here and here. All right. So that will give us access to the 4 screws here, right here. The actual. Ooh, the screwdriver's magnetic. That's nice. These screws are all the same size, so you don't have to worry about keeping them in a certain order. Now once the screen is out, we're just going to lay it flat, okay? So we don't damage the ribbon. Lay it flat like this, okay? And now we're going to zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see. There you go. All right, so that's the video ribbon. We're just going to release this right here. There we go, just that loop up and then just wiggle it out like that, and a broken screen comes off. I'm going to shut this off for a second and get the new screen. Okay. So you want to line up the screen with your video cable here. I'm going to zoom in again here for you guys. You guys just want to be careful with these cables. They're very, very sensitive. So it makes a good positive contact. Now if it takes you a couple minutes, that's fine. There. What do you know? I didn't think I was going to need the tweezers, but in the end I used them anyway. And you're just going to make sure that that's pushed down like that. So I know you guys didn't get a good view there, so I'm going to try and there you go. Okay, and now I'll zoom back out. Realign here a little bit. There, okay. So now we're going to pick up this screen. I'm going to put it back where it belongs here, line it up. Now I should mention that if you had the laptop that had a 768 display, when you replace the screen, buy the same one. Unless you're going to change the video cable to a dual channel, you need to stick with your same display. And likewise, you know, well, there'd be no reason to go to a 768 display if you had 1080p. Okay, oops. So tilt your screen back a little bit further than I am so that you can get so it stays in place for you. Okay. This is actually not a bad little tool, considering it came with the came with the screen. I apologize for all the noise my camera's making. I have it in a mode where it's constantly focusing and it's killing my battery, but didn't want to change the mode there. All right. So now before I put the bezel on, I'm going to power it up. There's no reason in putting everything together and then powering it up later, right? You want to make sure it's working first. So I'm getting my boot up screen. This monitor is working just fine. So now I'll take my protective film off. Got a nice new screen on my laptop. So I'm going to put the bezel back on. So once again, as we remember, there were those contours there, and there, so that we're just going to have to be a little careful when we get that back down there in place. There. We can start by lining it up like this, and then just pick a spot, you know, along the sides maybe. There. Alright. There we go. I'm putting my hand in behind here, so I'm not pushing too hard on the screen. Right, last thing you want to do is bust your brand new screen. So that's all in. Now we're gonna get this back in place. So for that, I'm gonna close my lid. I close the lid here. Any places where it's not in, I can see, so I can snap it down in spot. There. There you go. There we go. No. So this goes into here like this. I can see what I need to do, I just can't get it to click in. There. There. Okay. There. There we go. Just need to press a little harder. There we go. And then back here as well. Looks good. Okay, so a little bit longer than I expected because I did not want to bust it, but I got my bezel back on and my new screen on, and I'll power it up again. But there you guys go. So thanks for watching, and now I'm going to use this laptop to edit this video.